And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And he was fortunate not... on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Miami's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Canes will line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. He's got it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down, and the takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to... Hey, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On second down, looking again to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And he reels it in inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Toss sweep right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. And off to Jones. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on it.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. He'll set up to throw. Trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. 2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Miami, 7, Florida International, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. FIU pushing tempo.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He got it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The
lofts one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in.
Here we go.
The give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep...
Touchdown, Florida International. Held it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or Do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Canes are on the move. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Pick up, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's going to run it. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. FIU will line up to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try it over the left side. Bulls his way forward. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin City limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Crispin. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. FIU pushing tempo.
And that's another FIU.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Second down coming up. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He caught it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He finds his man. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right on target the 1st time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll call for the fair catch here. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires it down the seam. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Florida International, 13.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the...
It's now second.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab in bounds.
And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide out in motion. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement out front. At that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On second down, wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. FIU will line up to punt. fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the Miami offense will take over 1st and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hit hard as he...
Was incomplete.
First down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game and he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Still looking, on the move. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense. The RPO, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
2nd and goal.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. And off to Jones. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida International, 13.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the tackler. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They get to him as he throws. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the toss. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. And our game summary. First down to start the drive after the bridge. The give out of the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Panthers are rolling down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Firing deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll go to the ground. Nice move to keep moving. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with the pads.
Using his feet. And it's slipped out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. FIU pushing tempo.
Another FIU.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida International.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. On the option. Now the toss. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a flag in the holding zone. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. Very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's back to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Crispin. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
Looking left. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The quarterback takes a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments.